No Biafra, no peace. Release the man and the color. Oh. Release the man and the color. Oh. No peace in Nigeria, Zualika country. Let Biafra, let Biafra go. No Mr. Monekba to give us order. We take order from our Oga, our triple general. Then they give us order. No Mr. Monekba. No Mr. Monekba and they give us order. So they take order from our triple G. Huh?
All right, wonderful people, welcome back to this wonderful channel where we bring you back-to-back updates and information as it is hot. In case you have not joined our social media handle, what are you waiting for? Kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news is dropping, you will be the first. We will collect them. All right, let's go down to the news proper as it is hot. This thing happened live in Okigwe in Imo State. Looking at the cars or the lorries now walk, you will understand that these things are a tipper that are carrying chippings. These tippers that usually go to Okigwe to get chippings and bring them down from Okigwe to inside Owerri town to be selling to the people. But one notable thing about this particular video is that the guy that was talking on this video does not sound Igbo at all. His voice is not like an Igbo man. His voice is sounding like someone from Ikere side or something like that. And I suspect that this thing is maybe something like Asari Dokubo boys that have been hired to sabotage the indigenous people of Biafra, or maybe because Mazen Kanu is now going to court and they have seen that the court is making head and he is about to win, and this is a means to sabotage Mazen Kanu, because that guy's voice is not like the voice of an Igbo man. He's talking like all these Niger Delta people. If you listen to his voice very well, you will understand that his way of talking and his mode of speech is different from that of an Igbo man. And my question is, why should all these lorries be burnt? And you are shouting, no Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, no peace. That is not someone that sent you. That is your Oga, the Triple General. Of course, you know that to be able to put up this kind of truck is not even easy. And these trucks were not burnt on Monday morning. And so that you will say that these people violated the sit-at-home order, that is why this thing happened to them. And I'm yet to understand why this thing happened to these people. And of course, you know that these trucks are not owned by a Yoruba man or by Hausa man or by Fulani man. This trucks is owned by Ndi Igbo, because mostly this shipping business are mostly the business of Ndi Igbo. They are the ones that are into this shipping business, and I wonder why these things should happen to them. Of course, if these things are trucks owned by Ndi Igbo, you are trying to sabotage efforts of Ndi Igbo or your brothers. But from what I can see, it might not be argued that this thing is not from the IPOB. It's not even from the Biafra Liberation Army, because the voice of the person talking is very different. And this particular truck is not owned by army people. It's not even owned by the NIG Army them boys. So why should this truck be burnt? And who is involved in this thing? Whose hand is in this thing? Because looking at these things, to me, I think it's very, very painful, because all these drivers now, being somewhere, watching your truck being burnt or the people who owns this truck, if they come across this video and notice that maybe part of their truck is here, and they watch their money, their millions, money they suffered, a long time to get, I don't know if these people are going to be happy about this unveiling situation. So my people, to me, the burning of these trucks, aga m ekwu nke bụ eziokwu, ọ dịkwa very very painful, ọ dịkwa very very painful as this truck were burnt. And remember that as it is now, the Nigerian government are accusing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu of using inciting statement to incite a lot of killings and a lot of burning of houses and a lot of burning of police stations through his broadcast. That is what Nnamdi Kanu is being accused of. And if some of these things now should be added to, something, so some of his directions, I think that it is, going to bring more issues for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Some people might be thinking that, through this means they will bring peace for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, of which I know that maybe if I'm asked to say, I would say that this particular act was not from the Biafra Liberation Army, because as it is now, I believe that Biafra Liberation Army will have the sense of what they are supposed to do at this time, and the Biafra Liberation Army have always been out saying that they are not there to fight anybody, but they are there to protect the motherland. They are there to protect their people against external and internal insurrection, to protect their people against Fulani headers. That is what they are there for. And currently now, on the case Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is answering, according to the new information, Nnamdi Kanu's broadcast led to killings of Gulag retired judge, military couple. This is part of accusation that they are leveling upon Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that his killing led to Gulag. I don't know if you people remember when Gulag was killed about 4 years or 5 years ago, and also military couple that were killed that time. All these things happened in the southeast, and they are putting this thing on the head of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And considering all these things, these cars, these vehicles were burnt, and this person is saying without Nnamdi Kanu there is no peace. Is it a means also to sabotage him? And another information, military have also said what made them to invade Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's house. And you know that when the military invaded his house, they died about 28 innocent people there, if not up to 30. There is some report that say that they died about 30 people. Another report say that they died about 28 people. But whether 28 or 30, these are human beings. These are people's children. These are people's family. The NIG court is talking about their own side. They have not even talked about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu losing his parents. They have not even talked about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu losing his mother and father. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu losing his close relative to the NIG army. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu losing his close friends to the NIG army. And also them incarcerating Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unjustly and illegally. They have not talked about all these ones. I think that there is a planned agenda to make sure that Kanu is kept perpetually in detention so that he will not be released. Another thing you should know, that Kanu is a threat to Southeast governors, because they feel that he is taking their shine, he is taking the show from them. But if you know that Nnamdi Kanu is not like the Nigerian politicians who use money to buy people, who use money to buy population. Everybody supporting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are supporting him out of love, out of personal love, out of personal will, that they have observed him, they have looked at a lot of things that he is doing, and they have concluded that of a truth, this man is a good man, this man is a good leader, and he is the person that we should follow. People are not blind. People know who is doing what. People know who is there for them. They have known that Kanu is out for them. Kanu is speaking the truth. Kanu is not even afraid. And that is one of the main reasons why that he is in DSS detention. The DSS might be saying, or the Nigerian government might be saying, that they are holding him because of a lot of incitement and the rest of them. But I want to tell you that that is not what he is held for. the governors, the government parastatals, the executive, the legislature, the judiciary arm of government at the federal level are seeing him as a threat because he is exposing their secrecy, he is exposing their darkness. And of course, you know that darkness does not like coming to light, darkness like remaining in darkness. This is where I'll be winding down the curtain. And if this is your first time of joining us on this wonderful channel, kindly subscribe, like, and comment. Thank you.